Good morning, everybody, and happy Tryptophan Day. I actually mentioned Thanksgiving not because it is Thanksgiving, but because it actually has an effect in-game and in-world. In order to show you that effect, I have to introduce you to GW2 Spidey, which I've alluded to in all my previous videos, but I'd like to show you a couple screenshots which illustrate the effect of holidays and special events on Guild Wars 2. So this is Guild Wars 2 Spidey at www.gw2spidey.com. This is the opening page, and it has some interesting information here, gem exchanges, as well as moving items. However, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the search button in the top and type in one of the most commonly searched for items. We're going to take a look at copper ore. What we have here is we have a graph of copper ore over time since the beginning of September. Now this looks a little bit complex. It looks like we just jumped into a stock market, which really this is giving that level of detail. You have two sets of lines which are paralleling each other. The top one are sell listings, the bottom one is buy listings. You see that spread there that we've been playing with the last couple of videos. And then all along the bottom, the bar graphs, what you actually want to refer to those, the key is on the right hand side. This is our volume, how many of them have been bought and sold. And what we want to look at is where are the peaks and valleys in our sell listings and buy listings. Now sell listings, I see they peak around 15th of October and around the 31st of October, as well as today it looks like they're going up pretty high. What you notice is because of holidays such as the Realm of the Mad King event starting or finishing at the end of October, because of our current events and this being Thanksgiving, everybody's off of school and work, they're at home playing, volume goes up. Now with copper ore, that really doesn't change things too much. Let's looking at the price listings as well. This is a variance. At the bottom of the graph is 7.5 copper. Top of the graph is 20 copper. But really most of it is varying within 3 or 4 copper. Actually, what I was looking at the other day, the richest person in Guild Wars 2, if they decided to budge copper by the price of 1 copper, they couldn't, because this market is so deep. Okay, but what happens when there are more people, when there's higher volume of listings and of buy orders, is that the margin becomes smaller and the price usually will go up. I'd like to show you real time the effect of the holiday on one more market. Now this is at the opposite end of the market as copper ore. This is the box of armor which can be crafted. If you go into on the trading post, normally you'll find very few of any of them ever crafted because they are so expensive to make and they don't sell very well. You rarely ever find any on the market. Whereas every once in a while, if you get lucky, you can price it just right. You can get a couple of them, make some profit on them. Because there are so few in the market, they're very, very volatile. Let's take a look, and we see that those quantities, there are 10, 20, 30 of them on the trading post right now because of this holiday weekend, which allows us to treat it as a normal market. This sort of market shift will happen in all sectors. Markets which are normally empty, such as the box of armor, will act like low quantity markets, which are the ones that we normally do when we talk about named armor pieces, when we're looking to play the margin. Those items that are at the low end of the scale start acting like markets that have medium numbers in them, such as dies that have a couple hundred listings. And then dies start acting like large markets like copper ore, where they stop shifting entirely, or they just barely shift upwards with a lowering margin. You have to be very careful when it comes to holidays that you don't invest in a market too soon before that shift happens, unless you're sure that that market will shift upward. Once again, playing the trading post is about anticipating the future, and if you are good at anticipating the future, there's a lot of profit to be made